Hi Ajay, great to meet up with you on the range again the other day and do some further work on your swing. Just a quick recap on the key points covered during your last couple of sessions. First of all, we've got to try and nip this tendency that you've got in the bud to go from one extreme to the other. The thing that we've noticed is that when you start to get back into flexion, you do a very good job of it and you stay in flexion. And then when you start to get the club back on the inside, the tendency is to get a little bit too much on the inside and then hit out at it too much. So what we're going to try and do here is tidy up a few things. First of all, what we're getting is from the top of the backswing, we're getting here a tendency to just drop everything a little bit under plane here. So rounding the hands, coming straight back down elbow plane. There's a little bit of a shift under plane, and then at P6 the club's very much inside. From there you work really hard and you turn the corner aggressively down at P7, but unfortunately it doesn't always happen and it leaves a lot down to timing. So we've got to soften that angle of approach up, get it a little bit more online, and also get you back into flexion with squarer shoulders here, less shut off at P6. So in order to do that, the first thing we did was we isolated that area, so we got you to try and just hit some pull shots. Again, good backswing, improving a lot with the backswing. Right leg straightening much nicer on that shot as well. And on this one, because we're trying to pull the ball straight left, there's a tendency to keep the club on plane more. So you can see there, hitting the pull shots is just getting you back into flexion better from P4 to P6. And that's all we use that drill for. You can see there now that the line of the shoulders is less shut off and the shaft is substantially less behind you coming into the golf ball than what we see here on the top left. Attacking the ball very much from the inside, attacking the ball more down plane. So all in all, a better move. So if you want to improve your ability to get back into flexion from P4 to P6, spend a little bit of time in your session trying to pull the ball left of this cane that you see in the ground here, just slightly left straight pulls. Then the problem arose that when we did get back into flexion, when viewed from face on, we stayed in flexion too long. So getting back into flexion is fine, but what we've got to learn now is how to use the ground to push up, extend, tuck the butt, and arrive in a finish that's much less flex forward. When we look at your original swing, when we're a little bit more on the inside, so we're extending a little bit too soon, if you will, there's definitely more of a pushing up off the ground, and there's a touch more extension in the finish, although still not sufficient, but there is a little bit in there compared to what we see here. So we've learned what to do from P4 to P6. What we've now got to do is try and isolate that extension piece. And we gave you a couple of drills, but the one I like best on reflection for you when I look at the footage the other night was the ball way back in the grid. Now, as we said, with the ball so far back in the grid, you've got to extend in order to make decent contact. All we're doing here, AJ, is just trying to set you up to hit a straight push up the right hand side. And you can see when you do this, the extension piece is in there, much better finish. Hips out in front, left leg straightening, using the ground to push up, hitting out at the ball for longer. So again, we've got to isolate, we've got to return to forward flexion before then extending into the finish. Practice accordingly, isolate pieces, work each piece in, and then go out there, play golf, put them all together. Good luck with it, and look forward to speaking with you again in the coming weeks. Well done.